Hello, it's Matt from Collaboration Coach and welcome to the Roadmap Radar for January 22, the first radar of the year. In this show, I scour out the Microsoft 365 roadmap for items I think you'll be interested in so you don't have to. This month we have updates for Outlook, SharePoint, Viva Insights and of course plenty of Teams. First of all, Office.com has had a refresh and it makes it a little more useful and potentially a place that you might start your work every day. On the home page, we have an updated recommended actions section. It uses AI to search your work and interactions with people, and it can pick out things that you or your team might have said in emails or chats that could be turned into tasks in To-Do. The quick access section is a list of content that you've created or has been shared with you. You can filter by recently opened, shared and favorites, and you can add your own custom filters based on the owner, who it was shared by, location and type. The new Create page allows you to make new content by choosing an app. That includes the obvious ones like Word and Excel, but now also apps like Sway, Whiteboard and Power BI. Or you can start with a template and you can filter through a large list of templates based on the type of content you want to create, like a presentation or a calendar. There is an updated My Content section too, and this shows us this filtering panel on the left hand side, and we can filter our stuff and the things that have been shared with us by all, recent, shared and favorites. Pinning has been replaced by favoriting, so we can still highlight our most important content. And the file drop down menu now makes it easier for us to share and create tasks in To-Do based on the file. And we've got an option that lets us turn a PowerPoint slide deck into a PDF. And we can also filter the content list by other scopes like people, meetings and locations. This update is rolling out now and should be complete by the end of February. I think it's a nice refresh, especially the recommended actions section. Do you use Office.com and what do you think of this update? Let us know in the comments. Next for Outlook, there is a new Organization Explorer where we can navigate our org charts. This is for Outlook Desktop and we'll be able to open the org chart from the left-hand rail. We'll see ourselves, our reports and our managers, and we can switch to other people to get contact information like email and location. We can call, chat or email them. And there's a search bar where we can type in names and find the people we're looking for. The Outlook organization chart is currently rolling out to the preview channel for Outlook and is expected to complete in April. To use it, you need to make sure that the coming soon option is toggled on. Microsoft have been doing some work to make sure that the Teams channel and the SharePoint folder names stay in sync. So this has been in the roadmap for a while and I've talked about it before on the radar, but the rollout was delayed. The change is to make sure that when you rename a standard or private channel in Teams, it will update the folder that it's linked to in SharePoint. And if you rename the folder in SharePoint, it will update the Teams channel. This update is now ready to go and is being rolled out, and it should be complete by the end of April. This new feature is for videos stored in OneDrive or SharePoint. If you have edit permission to the video, we'll be able to generate an English transcript. The transcript will be displayed either as closed captions or within the transcript pane on the right hand side. And this feature will start rolling out in April and should be complete by the end of April. Viva Insights is getting a feature that will allow managers or team leaders to protect time for their whole team. So Focus Time is the Insights feature that blocks time in your Outlook calendar and mutes chats and notifications in Teams. A shared focus plan sets up focus time for the whole team. Team members can opt into the plan, and the idea is that everybody schedules focus time at the same time, and hopefully it will mean that more of the team are productive during this period of the day. The manager of the team does need the Microsoft Viva Insights license, which is an add-on to the Microsoft 365 subscription. And this feature is rolling out now and should be complete by the end of March. Microsoft Lists are getting a board view. It will mean that we can view our lists as boards. And this will be useful when we want to represent a process or a workflow in our list. It has a similar look and feel to a Trello or a planner board, and we'll be able to update list items by dragging and dropping them between different columns. When we create a new view, there'll be a board option, and we can also choose which columns to organize the board by. This feature is rolling out now to desktop and web and should be complete in early February. If you're like me, you probably spend most of your Teams meetings staring at your own video. Currently, you can't hide it, and that is a distraction and apparently can be quite stressful over time. So with this new feature, you'll be able to hide your own video feed while everyone else can still see it. It will also solve the problem of your video being overlaid over someone else's during a meeting. You can move your video on and off the meeting stage horizontally or vertically depending on the position of the gallery. This feature is rolling out for Windows and Mac desktop client now and should be complete by the end of March. The Walkie-Talkie app for Teams on iOS is available now, and this is a Teams app that turns your iPhone into a walkie-talkie. It's been available on Android for a while and now comes to Apple devices. You can talk securely in a Teams channel in real time, and it means that there's no need to carry an extra radio, so it reduces the number of devices you need. Walkie-Talkie app for Teams is available now. This new feature is for Teams Chat. It will enable us to pin messages to the top of the chat window. It makes it easier to find that important information. So currently you can pin messages in chat, but only one at a time. And this update will allow us to have lots of pinned content. Any member of the chat will be able to pin and unpin, and everyone will see them. Users can click on the pin to go to the original message in the chat thread. Chat message pinning will start rolling out in February and should be complete by the end of February. This new feature will allow us to mute notifications during Teams meetings. There'll be a new global setting in Teams that will allow us to turn off all notifications during meetings, and a mute notifications option in any meeting that we've already joined. Mute notifications will start rolling out in February and should be complete in March. Okay, that's your lot. That's the radar for January 2022. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.